All right, fire away.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Tony. This is Quarterjacked.
Your source to get plugged in.
Today we're going to talk about, so Eric and I were in a band together many years ago.
Many
moons, back in the ancient days, yeah. And we've experienced different things, and one of the things, again, if you're a fan of music or even just a casual viewer or whatever, the topic we want to cover today is what makes bands fall apart, and why do musicians, why do guys in rock bands, why do they do just inexplicably stupid things like walk away from a band that's doing great?
I don't know. I honestly have no clue on why some people do it. I mean, it never ends well. Usually, it's never a handshake going, "Oh, thanks for playing with me," and then we'll go separate ways. It's never like that. It's usually
almost famous.
It's yeah. It's like, I'm the singer.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's one. LSD, lead singer's disease.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one.
You're four guys against the world, and then all of a sudden you become Diamond David Lee Roth.
Yes.
And I love the guy to death. But yeah, that's one example.
Yeah, there's several examples. I mean, the other one, like we were just talking about before we started, was why would you leave a band that's about ready to make it to go work for a city crew? I mean, the city called, and they pay at least $14 an hour, so
can't pass that up.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
They got dental.
Yeah, they got benefits. Yeah.
I've seen it with a band. They bought a tour bus. They were ready to go and make it happen. And the lead singer, was the guitar player. Decided that he was going to, the bass player decided he was going to. It's bass players. That's what it is.
God,
bass players. He decided he's going to work for the city crew, and then that's later on they try to find another bass player, and that chemistry wasn't there, and then before you know it, the lead guitarist slept with the rhythm guitarist's wife, and
turned into Fleetwood Mac without the talent, and without rumors.
Without rumors. A lot of broken chains, but not.
Yeah. You have the artistic temperament.
Yeah,
and
that's probably the biggest one.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, I've worked plenty of cruddy jobs in my life. I've dug some ditches in my life, but for whatever reason, playing a cover song that
I've laid in some ditches.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes,
playing a cover song that you don't want to play is worse than digging a ditch if you're an artsy fartsy creative type.
Yeah.
And you will walk away from it in a heartbeat. I can't tell you why it offends you so much to play a chord or play a song that you don't want to play, but it does. It just does. So that's why you'll see.
Even if you like the song,
yeah,
sometimes it bothers you.
Yeah, I'm bored. It's like, okay, you know what? You can be bored digging ditches, or you can be bored up on a stage.
Yeah, I'd rather be bored up on a stage.
Yeah.
I still remember our first time we played. Remember that Dad Celine or Dan Celine? What was that?
Which one?
Right there on the hill, on the top of the hill. And that guy was on
the biker place?
Yeah, the biker place.
Oh yeah.
The guy was like,
Silver Wheel.
Silver Wheel.
That's what it was called then. Yeah.
And the guy, how'd he say? Play some David Allen Coe. And I'm like,
you're just like,
you've been here for 30 minutes listening to what we play. Not once did we play anything that sounds like David Allen Coe.
Why would you even ask
Why would you be like going to a Metallica concert and saying, "Play Mary Had a Little Lamb"?
Yeah.
It's like they're just gonna go, no.
Yeah.
I just but yeah, artistic temperament is huge, and you might have a vision of what you want the song to be like, and I might have a vision of what the song to be like, and unless you get along,
oh boy.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, the creative vision. That is the other thing. That is when you hear, wait a minute, he belongs to a band, they fill arenas, and, they're grossing this, and I just heard their song on NCAA whatever on
basketball,
yeah,
football, yeah.
and he's leaving to start a solo career. What? Yeah, that's why that butting of the heads where I wanted to go this way, it went that way, and now I'm butthurt about it. Again, that's worse for a musician. That's worse than digging a ditch, and it doesn't make any damn sense, but it's the truth.
And if we don't touch on an actual subject or a point that that you might have happened to a band, I mean, please leave it on the comment section.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this happened to me. This is also something that happened. Well, I mean, they take all your money. I've been in other bands after us, and after our band, and it's like I seemed like I was the only one with the job.
Oh yeah,
and that hurts. I mean, it hurts. I know
the driver's license
and a driver's license. I'm the only one that had a couch.
Yeah,
the important stuff.
Yeah,
a couch. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to. And trust me, I'd tell to everybody's faces if they were here. But I mean, if or they see this. But yeah, it's like you gotta have like the same 4 type of people in a band for it to really I think take off. Or you gotta have 2. At least 2 that are so powerful that they'll just tell the other 2 to do what they want, like Kiss.
Yeah, Paul and Gene.
Yeah. You got to have a Paul and Gene in the band.
The guy just, yeah.
I mean, they bark and then Peter Criss goes. Meow. It's like literally just walks up and says, "Do what I say."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's then there's the girlfriend aspect.
Then there's the girlfriends.
And it's so cliche to say that it does happen a lot.
Yeah,
but when a band falls apart now, they almost always blame the girlfriend. I mean, always.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we know this would have happened if this lady didn't come into your life. It's like, no, you didn't have a job. You took the t-shirt money.
Yeah.
You took the $43 worth of t-shirt money. It's like, that's why I'm leaving. That's why I'm leaving.
You ran a bar tab at the bar. You didn't have any cash on you, so guess where the $70 that we made for this gig, guess where that went? Yeah, your Jägermeister.
$70?
Yeah.
You went back on me?
Yeah.
What kind of rich band were we? We were $70. Wow.
Yeah. That was after we bought White Castles. Yeah. But if you've been in a band, you've been in that scenario, you know what we're talking about. Yeah, leave us something. If you've never been a musician or anything like that, that's a little bit of insight there as far as
it's an inside thing. I mean, you won't. A lot of musicians and stuff like that know exactly what we're talking about. I mean, some of them now just if they want to be in a band, they will go into it already jaded, and they won't even try to accept. And once you've already been in a band, one of those ones that was like, oh man, I got it. This is it. We might make it. After that, you hardly ever. You never come back. You usually the next time you go into a band, you're just like, okay, I'm taking my stuff every night when I leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm not leaving it in your living room.
Yeah. It's Eric Clapton and Cream, and then Eric Clapton with everything he did after. He took his gear with him after.
He always took your gear every night, and then I mean, it's not fun to do that. It's not. The whole point about being in a band is what's the definition of a band?
Yeah,
you got to be like it's a circle. Everybody's joined and it's perfect, and it's a
band full of cats.
Yes. Once you have that discord and the chaos, it's not fun, and sometimes it's necessary, but it's not fun.
And every band has kind of sometimes it's like an arc, and sometimes the arc is 30 years, and sometimes it's 3 months. Where
3 months,
that's all you're getting out of it.
More 3-monthers than 30 years.
Yeah,
but.
If you're lucky, you're Metallica or whoever, and you've got this incredible arc where you're producing at a high level, and everyone's relatively getting along. Most bands, it's very short. You get together, you kind of feel each other out, and then you hit a point where you're just clicking on all cylinders, and it feels good, it feels great, and then it starts to, and it just happens. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
Well, I mean, I think there's the dark cloud that hangs over every single band. I mean, especially anything I've been in, but it's we've had the girl thing, we've had the I've had the guitarist go put in jail. I mean, that's hey, you got a show this weekend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, unless we're playing from the jail cell, we're not doing it.
Right.
Had drummers, decide they're going to go, ride dirt bikes.
Yeah. Everything.
Everything. You name it, and without having that solid, base of just everybody being on the same page, you can't do it. You just can't do it. And the problem is you might get 4 guys, like I was talking about. You might get 4 guys, and the chemistry's perfect. Mm-hmm. and then you get one of those out of the four to say, well, I'm going to go ride dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And then you can't find somebody to replace
Right.
them, no matter how hard you try, because whatever it was, that was the right combination, because it's a
Oh,
weird
man.
cosmic lock that only one, you don't even know the combination. You just get lucky one day and it opens.
Yeah.
You
Right.
just get lucky and it opens, and you're like, oh, look at all the treasure.
Right. Yeah.
And then, before you know it, you turn around, you're like, oh, someone shut the door. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and then like AC/DC or something like that, they get lucky. I mean, they got
Right,
really lucky.
yeah.
Singer dies, Keith Moon from The Who, and drummer dies. Things like that happen, and then somehow
They can still manage
their
that.
cosmic door stays open.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's once you get so big at that 30-year mark, whatever it is, maybe once you get so big, you're too, you're like, Chase Bank, you're too big to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not a political site. Never mind. Next day on that.
Yeah.
But you're too big to fail, and
Edit. Yeah.
Metallica, they kick out several guys, and now they're still just chugging along. Selling.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
All due respect to Cliff Burton, but what's Trujillo?
The new guy.
Yeah. Trujillo.
Trujillo or something like that.
Yeah. He actually looks like the bassist for Metallica.
Yeah, he does.
The other guys were phenomenal, and as far as defining the sound of Metallica. But as far as if you were to have a lineup and say, okay, which guy's the bassist for Metallica? You go
that guy
running around, squatting and looking really vicious. That's the bassist for Metallica.
Check his trunk.
Yeah,
there's dead bodies in there. That thing. Yeah, he looks the part.
Yeah.
Jason Newsted, and especially when Jason Newsted cut his hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wow. It's like, why don't you just get a job on Wall Street? It's
I think that was my algebra teacher from high school. Yeah, But Cliff Burton looked menacing and mean and everything. But it's Robert, right? Robert Trujillo.
Yeah.
He looks downright mean. He looks like the guy who should be playing bass for Metallica.
Well, he's a career bass player.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he played for Ozzy. He played for he played for the Once you play for all those people, and maybe he's one of those guys that he doesn't leave his equipment over at Metallica's house.
Yeah. Right.
He's like, I'm going to go ahead and take this.
Thank you, guys. I love this gig. I'm so happy to be playing with you, and I'm taking my stuff with me.
Yes.
Okay, just letting you know. That's just how I roll.
The other thing is, this is another one. I didn't even touch on this one. Maybe we can edit back a little bit. Guitar pawning stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're in a band. It's like, yeah, I'm in a band. It's like, well, what do you play? It's hard to play anything when you're at the pawn shop every single week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't care if it's guitar, drums. I had drummer pawn stuff, guitarist pawn stuff, bass player pawn stuff. It's like, I was a singer and I never pawned my mic. I had a nice mic.
It's a good mic, too.
Good mic. That's harmonicas. No one wants to buy used harmonicas, but you know my point.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've got gear that doesn't even work anymore that I've held on to.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I can't, you don't, that's my
pawn
gear.
it.
Yeah, it's my gear.
But, I've also heard things like, you're not a true musician until you pawn your guitar, and I've heard things like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's crap.
No, you just sell your blood plasma.
Yes, sell your plasma. Yes. Eat off ramen noodles.
Yeah.
And, let everybody sleep on your couch.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, if you have anything that, you want to add to that, that's, that we didn't touch, I'm pretty sure that's all of it.
That's a big chunk.
You might be in a band because you have equipment. You might not even be good.
Ozzy Osbourne got in his first band because he had a PA. A mic and a PA. Yeah.
So, I mean, it also goes the other way, why bands break up. You might actually be joining a band because you have a van.
Yeah.
So you have a van?
Yeah.
We could use that.
Yeah.
What do you do? So, I can talk. Well, then you're in a band.
Yeah, there you go.
You're our new lead singer.
Well, that's that. Yeah, if you got anything you want to add, just shoot us something and let us know what your experiences are, and we'll check you out next time. Later.